Okay, day 133, I believe. I think this is officially the third time that this video has been interrupted by my sister in the lawnmower once, and then by my mom calling me a third time. So I'm gonna set my phone up right here just to kind of give a little quick talk. Oh shoot. But today is 133, I believe, and so far today, I mean, I woke up late. I went to bed last night at like 2, to be honest. I keep doing it, and that's my sleep schedule. And I find that it's really easy for me to get a lot of work done at like that time at night. And so I do it. Also, last night I was kind of reconvening with myself. I feel like I've just lost a hold of like what I promised myself to do in terms of like I have been trying to keep myself away from looking at metrics and dashboards and all that stuff and just putting the inputs in and putting the work in and manifesting that my inputs are working, as well as like stop watching any social media or consuming any entertainment type of content and really just focus on myself and my own life. And as of like last night, honestly, as of the last like 4 days, I think that I've started to consume a little bit more of that stuff. I think it really started ever since I watched that UFC fight. I was kind of, in touch with like what was going on as far as that fight card and as far as like the fighters on that card and the fighters on the UFC card in June. And then ever since then, I think Clav and Impulsive made a podcast last night and I ended up watching that, and that was pretty good. So, I got into that, and then I think there was just like I was watching car stuff because I wanted to manifest like if I had $8,000 a month, $10,000 a month, I'd probably be looking at cars to buy because I'd be interested and I'd have the money to be able to do it. And so I was starting to manifest it by actually like looking at cars to do that with. And then I started like finding interest in like car reviews, and then some top G car review, Andrew Tate. I didn't even realize it. I pressed on the video and he does some crazy reviews, like in terms of like he owns the cars, he's not renting them and he just buys them without even knowing. And, kind of cocky, but he's funny in the way because, he's brutally honest, and he's talking crap about cars he just paid like millions of dollars for. So it was kind of entertaining to watch and see. And I was on that for like a day or two, at least on Tuesday and probably Monday. And then, like I said, today with that podcast and whatever else. So I want to try to stay away from YouTube as much as I can, entertainment wise. I do often find myself wanting for some sort of a dopamine spike during the day, like whether that's sitting down watching a YouTube video or going downstairs and getting away from work to like take a step outside and have my pellet gun that I just was interested in last week and shoot the target or make myself some food or whatever, and or come upstairs and watch a YouTube video. And what I really need to be doing is just like maybe listening to some music for some like extended dopamine instead of just a spike, and like doing the work at the same time in a good space, and not really allowing myself to have those types of dopamine spikes, and just kind of treat myself as like my subconscious is like this might sound weird, but like a dog or like a baby, like everybody has like a really pretty, I don't know if I want to call it stupid subconscious mind, but everybody kind of does, in terms of like you could really tell yourself one thing you want to do, but if your subconscious doesn't feel that way and believe in it, you're not going to end up doing it unless you have some crazy willpower 24/7 like David Goggins or something. But basically, if you like rewire your dopamine system to trigger things linearly instead of like spikes, and you are really bored, like basically reconfiguring your dopamine system subconsciously, you can start to do the work that you need to do more easily, if that makes sense. So that's kind of what I need to do, because I have terrible habits that are making my dopamine spike and just getting me away from the inputs I need to make. So yeah, but anyways, today's 133 and Iceman episode 4 drops at 9:45. I don't want to be like super interested in that, but like what are you gonna say? Like, come on, like it's Drake's album. I think the last album before he gets released from his label, he's had a big lead up to this album. It wasn't like the Party Next Door album whatsoever. And I think I heard one song when I got interested about it, probably like 10 days ago or 5 days ago. And it was One for Me. And I think it was a leak. And it's a really good song. And I really hope that it's on the album. I think it might be a different name. Maybe it is One for Me. But regardless, it's a really good song. And it kind of got me interested in the album. And I know it's obviously dropping tonight. And the episode 4 is dropping tonight as well, and it's only dropping 2 hours before the actual album, so I'm assuming it's probably going to show something pretty revealing for 2 hours, so I'm definitely interested in it. Also, like I said, I was awake till 2 a.m. last night. I didn't go to sleep till later, and I woke up late again as well. I post my videos that I needed to post, and these videos are a new kind of concept. Instead of posting videos that are super basic, like eat clean, lift heavy, this, that, and then the sad little side at the end, which works for all these other people for some reason, I decided, hey, you know what? I think that this content, the way that I'm making this text and these images are too repetitive. And instead I need to like switch it up. So I took some inspiration from ChatGPT and I told it to basically, hey, these are the words that I'm using in these slides. Can you kind of mix them up? Maybe add a word or two in, take a word or two out, do whatever you need to do to make these like more informational, but still like short, sweet, and simple. And like filler words and filler sentences for filler photos in the slideshow. And I think it's doing a pretty good job at it. And I hope that, after today, I can see some good results from those videos that ChatGPT ended up making. Because I'm using new photos, I'm pretty much using new text. Like I wouldn't understand why these videos wouldn't really work out, you know what I'm saying? So we'll see. I completely retired the second burner phone, as you guys know. So I'm not really using that anymore until I have an understanding of like how the algorithm is actually working. Because if I try to do 2 phones at the same time while I'm actually also trying to figure out why I'm not retaining the amount of views that I used to be getting, it's just going to make it way harder on me for no reason. So, I decided, you know what, until I can figure out why I'm not getting as much views as I deserve from these videos, when I'm posting literally the same exact videos, if not better videos than these guys that are getting 10,000 views a video, I'm not going to be basically posting on the other phone. So I'm not, and today I have 8 accounts. 2 accounts are kind of new to the whole process, so I'm not really using those as like testing accounts. I have like 5 or 6 accounts that are like actually part of the process. So, I'm cool with those accounts, and those accounts are accounts that I've had posted those types of videos a lot of times before, and they've gone viral before, and now they've kind of stalled out, and they've gotten maybe viral once in every like 10 videos or like 7 videos, which is not super good for me. And so I decided like I'm going to pick the account with the least amount of views on average, which is this Frank account. And I'm going to go to that account and I'm going to do a single test that's like completely different from all the rest of these accounts. And I'm just going to make this my main account as far as watching TikTok goes and engaging with things as a human would. And I'm going to see if that majorly changes anything, because I believe that the 2 things that I have at hand here are, one, my content's just too similar to the next piece of content that I post. But secondly, I'm not looking enough like a human as I need to be looking like, So I have 5 or 6 accounts that I'm pretty much all straight posting new types of content with ChatGPT inspiration, with some new photos and mixing it up. And I think that those will hopefully do better than the ones that I was posting consistently. But if not, I'm also doing a single split test with one of the accounts that has the least amount of views, that I've posted on for a long time now and has shown potential in the past. And I'm just going to simply do the same thing that I'm doing with all of other 5 accounts, but I'm going to make this account like the one account that I actually scroll on, engage with the posts and likes a lot more than the other accounts, and see if that really, increases the amount of views I get or anything like that. So we'll see. I think that this is a pretty good split test. Today will show a lot of information. I don't know if I'll end up looking at the metrics after today. But I'll definitely look at them after Friday, so I guess we'll see. But last night I made drafts, a maximum of 3 per account and a minimum of 1 per account. And I ended up posting the videos and making a few more drafts per account today. So I'm kind of set for the day in terms of like posting already. I do want to make more drafts eventually, but I mean, I have like 30, 45 minutes until I need to post the next batch of videos today. And then, and then I have the last batch, and then I'm pretty much good for the day. But, yeah, I don't even know what to say. Like, um, I just plan on posting those videos, and I plan on seeing what information I get back from what the tests I'm doing will provoke, and I have testing, a lot of testing. It's a lot of schoolwork that I kind of need to do. Um, testing is today, and it's from like 1 to 4, and right now it's 4, but it's Idaho time, so it's really like 2:15, 2:30, and so we have like an hour and a half left of testing if we wanted to take the tests. But they're like, you guys can take it next week if you wanted to, Monday through Thursday. And so I don't know if I'm going to do it today. I might do it next week, but regardless, I need to get done with testing, and I have a lot of testing next week as well. So I need to really stack up on drafts and make these tests count so that soon enough when I figure out what the actual issue is with all these accounts, that I can capitalize on it and give the inputs to all the accounts that are required to go viral consistently. And then I'll have 14 accounts that I post 3 videos a day on again that get hopefully thousands of views per video. But it's all just really a matter of time, seeing like what information I get back from these tests, and then just doing my homework in the meantime to kind of substitute that empty space of time, as well as making drafts, obviously. But yeah, pretty simple. The 14th, Drake's album drops tonight. The episode 4 drops tonight. Have possible start testing in the next 30 minutes. If not, next week. I'll be doing homework, be making drafts, be posting the videos on time, be really active on the one account just to see if it makes a difference. And we'll see after today and after tomorrow if it's making any sort of a difference for any of the accounts. So, yeah. Peace out. All right, so the second clip of today, I believe. It's currently 8:40, and we just got done posting all of our videos. We had drafts pretty much made for every single video today, so we were chilling. And now it's 9 o'clock, and we have time to make drafts for tomorrow, so that's probably what I'll end up doing. But it's, like I said, 9 o'clock right now, and I'm kind of hungry. Chili doesn't really sound fulfilling. It sounds like a lot of sodium, like very bloated. Burritos doesn't really sound super dinner meal like, and the factory meals are under 500 calories, and so I don't know exactly what to get, but I think I want Chick-fil-A, and I literally got Chick-fil-A yesterday. So I don't know, like, do I get it again? Like, do I go in town, drive basically 40 minutes just to get Chick-fil-A again? I don't know. I feel like maybe I would get probably a milkshake, grilled chicken cool wrap, because it would fill me up with not a lot of calories, and it has high protein. And then I could get like a medium fry and a drink or something, and it'd probably come out to be like $15, maybe a little bit less. So maybe. But I don't know. I don't even know. Unless they plan on like ordering something to the house, then I'll probably go out and get something. But I wanted to check because recently on my TikToks that I'm making, I say like Cal Simple is the best app instead of saying the full word Calorie Simple, because like I feel like it's just shorter and easier to understand. It doesn't sound like as corny, almost like Cal Simple versus Calorie Simple, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, but what is actually crazy that I just noticed was somebody named Nathan Smith made an app called Cal Simple, like literally just brand new recently, has 2 5-star reviews, so I bet they probably have the same system that I have going on with like the onboarding review thing. And I really believe that as far as
credibility goes, your app kind of like, as far as credibility goes, your app kind of is not necessarily based off of the product, but more based off of the reviews. And judging that, I feel like I've never seen that app before, and it already has 2 5-star reviews. I would think that my reviews, I would just hope that my reviews don't get below his reviews, because, we're literally in technically a battle. Like, when I'm saying, like, Cal Simple is the best app, and people type in Cal Simple, and, like, let's say his app has more reviews, whether they type in Calorie Simple or Cal Simple, like, his app's probably going to pop up first, and I don't want to be giving free downloads to him. But also at the same time, like, when people type in Cal Simple or Calorie Simple on however he's trying to market his app, and mine pops up first with more reviews. So it's really a battle of, like, who can get more reviews first and, like, have the higher percentage. But it's also kind of sucky that, like, even now with more reviews than he currently has, like, my app could be, and my content could basically be getting these other apps downloads for free, So yeah, I don't know how to feel about that, but I guess I'm gonna probably have to start clarifying what I mean, like Calorie Simple, not Cal Simple. And I mean, just based off of the app pictures, you can kind of just tell which app is which, and his app does not look as good as my app. So yeah, I don't want to be that guy and go get ahead and give him like a 1-star or 2-star review and just tank his reviews. But like, I don't like how he made his app called Cal Simple and mine's Calorie Simple, you know what I'm saying? I don't want him to be taking my downloads, which I know he'll take probably a few. So yeah, but side note, crazy thing just happened. So I told y'all, actually, I think this is the 3rd clip, isn't it? I told y'all in the last clip before I went and took a shower that I was going to try to see if, if I spend time on one specific account and didn't spend any time on the other accounts, but I posted videos across every account, the same type of videos, the same amount of videos at the same times, like, what would happen? And just recently, the account that I'm doing the test on, the one account that I'm spending all my time on, favoriting videos, liking videos, spending time on videos, opening the comments, scrolling through the comments, reposting videos, that account, I was doing all that today. I was scrolling, I was doing all of it, and that account currently has a video with over 5,000 views. All the most recent videos have over 1,000 views, and I haven't had a video get over like 1,000 or 2,000 views in like a week on that account until today, when I started scrolling a lot. And all the other accounts have like 500, maybe 100 views on the most recent videos that they have uploaded. And so, like, I don't know, like, I really do truly think that if this, keeps up and I can continue to get videos to go somewhat viral, on the one account that I'm like spending a lot of time scrolling on and interacting with and engaging with, then, that account will probably do pretty well and bring us lots of things, which will be good for me, because if I can kind of make drafts for all the accounts and then take my time to scroll through, engage with different photos and posts on every account every single day after I post my most recent video, then I can just go in at 1 p.m., post the videos, and then just have my phone on me and just scroll. Like, do whatever I'm doing, like whether it's doing homework, whether it's shooting the gun in the backyard, whether it's writing in my journal, whether it's hanging out with my girlfriend, but just scroll and just engage, and then switch accounts and scroll and engage and just do that all day. And then on my other phone, I can do that as well. And then I'll have 14 accounts that I'll be scrolling on, engaging with every single day, be posting 3 videos a day, be averaging thousands of views on every video. Bro, if this is actually the difference that needs to be made, is just like me spending more time engaging on a specific account in a day, I can do that, bro. I can do that. So yeah, but it is pissing me off a little bit that his app is called Cal Simple. So yeah, that sucks. I'm gonna go try to see if I'm gonna get food or not, and then I'm probably gonna end up making some more drafts, and then we're gonna see episode 4 come out in like 45 minutes to an hour from now. of Iceman, and then tonight we're gonna get the album to drop, and we're gonna make a whole bunch of drafts after that album drops, so we can listen to it while we're making some drafts. And we're gonna continue to do homework as well. I'm actually gonna download his app right now just to see how good it is. So yeah, peace out.